began in the year 985, when the murderer Eric the Red came back to Iceland from his exile. He walked around the countryside, going farmhouse to farmhouse, telling people of where he'd been over the last 3 years. He knew well that there was no good farmland left for the younger sons of Iceland. "Come with me," he said. "Leave this land of ice and snow, for I have found beautiful land to the west, a fertile land, a green land." We were so tired of scraping turnips out of the volcanic dirt that we followed the outlaw. 25 ships left with Eric. By sun and moon we journeyed west, like a seaborn tune from Odin's breast. But by the 4th day, the Jotun found us. Black rock scales ripped the waves, like the fins on the back of Jormungandr, the world serpent. Icebergs 300 feet tall towered above our oars. They crunched our ships like the teeth of frost giants. All around us were the sounds of breaking hulls, screams of drowning men. By the 8th day, we'd lost 11 ships. But finally, on the horizon, a wall of black rock and ice appeared. Eric led us to the south of that land, and we sailed into beautiful fjords with pasture enough to raise the sheep. But anger boiled in our bloods. There were no trees here to build houses nor to build ships. But Eric pointed to the water, and as we watched, walruses in their thousands rolled onto the beaches, ivory tusks glinting in the sun. Enough ivory to make all the jarls and lords of Europe salivate. So we scraped an existence there for 15 years, building our houses from driftwood and thin turf. When finally word reached us from a lost trader named Bjarni Harjolfsson that there might be land to the south and west. And so stepped forward Leif, son of Eric, who gathered a crew. And when the ice pack cleared in the spring, he led us farther into the unknown. We sailed west for 3 days, and we came upon a land. But as we sailed close to it, we saw barren slabs of rock and ice, a useless country. So we left it astern, heading farther south, hoping to find warmer climates. After 2 more days, we struck a second land. And this time we saw sandy beaches going as far as we could see down the coast, and dark forests to the horizon. We followed the beach for a few days, and it opened into a huge fjord. Crossing it, we went ashore, and Leif Erikson said to us, "There's nothing left in our holds. It's past midsummer. We have to spend the winter here." We built 8 houses, but none of us expected to last the winter. But, as Odin says, cattle die, kinsmen die. You yourself will likewise die. But one thing does not die, and that's your legend if you've earned one. We survived that winter. And in the spring we went south into that fjord, and we found oak trees bigger than any that grow in Norway, vines wrapped around them, hanging with grapes. I can still taste the sweet summer wines we made. Leif Erikson, my captain, may they tell your story for 1,000 years.